Conspiracy theories. The truth they didn't teach you in school. Remember when believing in UFOs meant you were a tinfoil hat wearing lunatic? Well, fast forward to today, and governments around the world, yes, even the US, are admitting they've seen things in the skies and oceans they can't explain. So, were the conspiracy theorists of the past just ahead of their time? Well, grab your aluminum headgear, because today we're diving into the truth they didn't teach you in school. Conspiracy theories. Love them or hate them. They've been around as long as people have kept secrets, and that's way before aluminum foil came along. Whether it's whispers of government cover-ups, shadowy organizations pulling strings, or bizarre events that defy explanation, these theories captivate our imaginations. Yet, they're often dismissed as the ramblings of an overactive mind. And sometimes that's exactly what they are, until they're proven true. From the Watergate scandal to covert experiments like MK Ultra, history is littered with examples of conspiracies that turned out to be disturbingly real. So, slip into your best question everything mindset, because today we're diving into 3 fascinating examples of conspiracy theories that tread the fine line between wild speculation and undeniable fact. You are going to want to stick around for the big one, a story that was once dismissed as lunacy, but is now documented history. Let's get into it. When Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit the Earth in 1961, the Soviet Union basked in the glory of a monumental achievement. But some conspiracy theorists claim he wasn't actually the first, just the first to make it back alive. According to this theory, earlier cosmonauts perished during failed missions, their deaths erased from history to preserve Soviet prestige. And what's the evidence? Italian amateur radio operators, Achille and Giovanni Judica-Cordiglia, claim they intercepted transmission from doomed cosmonauts before Gagarin's flight. Their recordings allegedly include chilling sounds of a cosmonaut suffocating and another begging for help as her spacecraft burned up on re-entry. Imagine hearing that. Spooky doesn't even scratch the surface. While the Soviet Union never confirmed these allegations, their infamous secrecy during the Cold War makes this theory all the more tantalizing. Did the space race leave a few forgotten heroes drifting among the stars? Ah, the Titanic, a ship of dreams, or a vessel of deception. According to some, the ship at the bottom of the Atlantic isn't the Titanic at all, but her earlier launched sister ship, the Olympic. Why? An elaborate insurance fraud scheme, of course. And here's how the story goes. After the Olympic was damaged in a collision, the White Star Line swapped the 2 ships, painting Titanic on the damaged Olympic hull and Olympic on the new vessel, thus passing off the Titanic as the Olympic, and then deliberately sinking the damaged ship to cash in on insurance money. Supporters of the theory point to alleged inconsistency in the ship's design, detail, and survivor testimonies about oddities in the ship's condition. Now, don't this sound like a plot straight out of a James Cameron novel? Absolutely. But here's the twist. The idea that such a swap was even possible raises some serious eyebrows about the murkiness of history's waters. Is the truth out there? Or does it lie 12,000 feet below the surface? Now, let's talk about the time a group of wealthy businessmen allegedly tried to overthrow the U.S. government. Nope, this isn't the plot of some dystopian tale. This is the business plot of the 1930s. According to retired Marine Corps General Smedley Butler, He was approached to lead a coup against President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The goal, install a fascist regime and undo FDR's New Deal policies. General Butler, a two-time Medal of Honor recipient, blew the whistle on the scheme during a congressional hearing. And while the congressional investigation did find enough evidence to warrant concern, no charges were filed. Why? We'll leave that up to your imagination. Some argue Butler's testimony sent the cockroaches fleeing back into the darkness and stopped the plot before it could be carried out. Others say it was a half-baked plan made from a bad recipe that was doomed to fail. Either way, it's a reminder that even democracy isn't safe from a good old-fashioned hostile takeover attempt, allegedly. In 1962, at the height of Cold War paranoia, the U.S. Department of Defense and the Joint Chiefs of Staff drafted a document titled Justification for U.S. Military Intervention in Cuba. The proposal was known as Operation Northwoods. It outlined a series of false flag operations designed to drum up public support for an invasion of Cuba. Let's get specific. The plan included staging fake terrorist attacks on American soil, sinking U.S. ships, and even orchestrating the destruction of a civilian airliner, all purposely manufactured terrifying events to then blame on Fidel Castro. Sounds like a plot of a spy thriller. Sure, but it's not fiction. These plans were presented to John F. Kennedy, who ultimately rejected them. But here's the kicker. For decades, this story was dismissed as conspiracy theorist nonsense, until classified documents late in the 1990s proved it was all true. Imagine someone proposing with a straight face, hey, what if we planted a bomb at one of our own events? Or crashed one or two of our own airliners into a building, and then blamed it on Castro? The revelation of Operation Northwoods shifted the way we view conspiracy theories, proving that sometimes the most outlandish ideas are grounded in reality. Operation Northwoods is a textbook example of how conspiracy theories can evolve from fringe ideas to documented truths. When governments are caught planning false flag operations, it's no wonder public trust erodes faster than a sandcastle in a tsunami. It also raises critical questions. How many other theories dismissed today might be vindicated tomorrow? The story forces us to confront an unnerving reality. Sometimes the institutions we trust to protect us are willing to deceive us. It's not paranoia, it's documented history. And while not every theory pans out, Operation Northwoods is a stark reminder that questioning authority isn't just the pastime of the eccentric. It is a cornerstone of democracy. From the lost cosmonauts to the business plot to the very real Operation Northwoods, these stories remind us to rethink what we know and ask the uncomfortable questions. They're a nudge to challenge the narratives handed down to us and explore the spaces where skepticism and curiosity intersect. So, the next time someone dismisses a conspiracy theorist with a chuckle, remember, yesterday's lunatic could very well be today's whistleblower. And if you're a skeptic, that's good. It's healthy. After all, questioning the narrative is the only way we inch closer to the truth. So, here's an ounce. History isn't always as we're told. And sometimes those wild conspiracy theories are less about tinfoil hats and more about uncovering the secrets buried in the government archives. And that's it. An ounce submitted for your consideration. What do you think? Are conspiracy theories a gateway to misinformation or a tool for uncovering uncomfortable truths? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my video on Abraham Lincoln's assassination and the truly shocking incompetence that allowed it to happen. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay curious. Because the truth is out there. Or is it? Thanks.
Pięć, cztery, trzy, dwa, один, один, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć. Judica-cordiglia. Слушать, слушать. Раз, раз, раз. Говорит, говорит. Мне жарко, мне жарко. Что? 55. Что? 55. 50. Да, да, да. Дыхание, дыхание. Кислород, кислород. Мне жарко. Это не опасно. Везу. Это не опасно. Везу. Да. 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 Как это? Что? Говорит. Как я должна передать? Да. 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 Что? Наша передача будет сейчас. 41. Таким образом, наши передачи будет сейчас. 41. Таким образом, наши передачи будет сейчас. 41. Да. Мне жарко. Мне жарко. Все. Все. Мне жарко. Мне жарко. Мне жарко. Я вижу пламя. Что? Я вижу пламя. Я вижу пламя. Мне жарко. Мне жарко. 39. 39. 41. 41. Наставляю. Да. Да. Мне жарко. Мне жарко. Я вожу. Повторите еще раз. Я вожу. Я слышу.